Well, hello, Taurus. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We're going to be starting off with the oracle like I always do. We're going to go ahead and get your theme cards. We're going to get 3 of them. And then we're going to see what the tarot has to say after that. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. This is for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for you. Taurus, 2 more. Taurus, 1 more. Taurus, thank you. All right, Taurus. Ooh, Taurus, one of the first cards that's coming out here for you is a lion. This is about your ego. Anything dealing with the lion talks about pride, ego, that type of thing, and being able to overcome any type of struggles that you have. So it's not bad. You can have a healthy ego. You can have a healthy sense of pride and being strong enough to overcome some type of difficulty. Okay. So it is the sun. It's the sun center. Okay. This is what the lion is saying. But I want to see why this is coming out. Because usually with this could have something to do with an authority figure or someone who has authority over you. Now, you also have here tree, which says grounded, fertility, health, vitality, personal growth. Anytime the sun comes out and I see something dealing with tree, I always feel like this has something to do with children, whether it is your child or children that's going to be born to you or something like that. Okay. And this also has something to do with your vitality, your health, meaning your vitality. So if some of you guys have been having problems with your health, I definitely see that there's going to be a healing when it comes down to that. Okay. So I see children and I see vitality with your health. Okay. And some of you guys, this could be heart health. This could be family issues. Like, let's say this has been health issues you guys have been dealing with that was passed down through your family. That happens as well here with the tree. Now, it could have been some type of disease or something that you guys may have. There could have been something dealing with your health that you couldn't figure out that now that you know, okay? Because sometimes dealing with mask or something that was concealed, it would have been hard for you to see it or hard for you to figure out what it is that was wrong with you. So now there's going to be some light, especially if you've been dealing with some type of health struggle. There's going to be light in that area of your life with your health. Now let's get to this. Here with mask, this talks about disguise, something that's concealed, hidden motives. Now you have that with the lion and the tree. Now, like I said, I feel like for some of you guys, this could be someone in your home that could be hiding some type of truth. They could be lying. This could be a child that's doing this. This could be a spouse, okay, or someone that you consider to be a long-term partner. But I definitely see that there is lies and deceptions around you. Remember, you have tree, and then even at the bottom of the deck, you guys have house, a home. So this is letting me know that it is someone close to you that is keeping some secrets from you. Okay. So house is always considered to be someone that is close to you. And a lot of you, unfortunately, you're going to find out some type of secret. And it doesn't always have to be bad, but I don't like masks because I could tell it's very deceptive. Okay. So some type of deception that you're going to find, there's going to be a change in your relationship status because you got a 5 right above the 7. 5 right above the 7 means change in regards to your relationship. Okay. Hopefully it'll be for the better. You have 1 plus 4, which is 5. Whatever you're going to find out is going to change the dynamics of your relationships. Okay. Your 7th house. You have 1 plus 6. This is the reason why I was talking about the health thing, because I definitely see vitality in that area. A lot of you are going to be doing work that you love to do. So I do see that. That's something good. And you could be doing something out of your house. So you could be baking cookies, baking cakes, doing hair, or something like that. As a side hustle, that's something that I see here as well. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to see why all of this came out here for you. We're going to go into the tarot. And of course, if anything is in reverse, that's okay. You're meant to see it, but all cards are technically upright. Let's go ahead and get into the reading here for Taurus. You have the King of Cups. That was That was upright. King of Cups is coming out first. You could be dealing with a water sign. Someone is very, very, very nasty. Very nasty in this reading. The way you've interacted with this person, the way they interact with you, very nasty. Maybe the way they stopped talking to you, okay? Or the way that they've treated you. This is mistreatment from what I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck and what I see here. And again, this is someone that is heart-centered, meaning someone that you have feelings for, someone that you have love for, very nasty, the way they've been treating you, okay? I feel like this is also coming from someone refusing to talk. They refuse to open up. This is sometimes ghosting energy here, based off of what I'm seeing as well. I don't like it. I do not like it. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else is coming out. Absolutely correct. Four of Swords. You see what I'm saying? You got Four of Wands again at the bottom of the deck. Let's talk about it. You had house here, you have house here, and you have tree. Okay. Now, I just talked about health, Four of Swords, even talks about recovery from, something dealing with your health. Like I said before, I definitely see that there's going to be some improvement in that area. But here with the Four of Swords, you're healing from someone who mistreated you. And when I say this was nasty work, this was nasty work because at one point you felt comfort and safety under the wings of this individual. And again, this could be a family member, this could be a lover, but that's what you felt. And now you need to recover from something that they've done to you. And I feel like a lot of you could have been living in a fantasy world, living in a dream world. Okay, you wanted something to work so badly, but the way that this person responded to you was shocking. The way that they treated you, what they said to you, what they did is something like that I see. Because the Four of Swords coming out of your second placement so fast, it's like, oh my God, the only thing I can do is lay down. I can't do anything else. There's nothing that I can do. And even if you're at work, you're not necessarily productive. So this is how I know it was something that's, blindsided you in a way, okay, by this person's behavior, just based off the Four of Swords. And like I said, very much someone close to home, very close to you because it's heart-centered. You got a lot of home energy here. That's what I see. And I also see, like I said before, a lot of working from home, that type of thing. Or you're at home resting because of some type of illness or surgery. Definitely see recovery in that area. Let's go ahead. This is for Taurus. This is for Taurus. Taurus. Okay, now that is in reverse. It's in the upright, but that is in reverse. Let's talk about why that's in reverse. I don't like it because the Eight of Wands is letting me know that it's like you take 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. A lot of you are feeling that energy. A lot of you guys are feeling like, okay, as soon as you get back on track, things starts to get better. And then you're ending up in the same position, or sometimes even worse, but you end up in the same position you were before you felt that you were comfortably getting back on the road to recovery, getting back on the road to things. So I do see that some of you guys are going to be revisiting something here that may have been a little bit difficult for you. So, and I see that here with the Lion, because remember, it says overcoming difficulties. You will, but this is good to hear, right? Because whatever that is that I'm talking about, that means you'll be able to overcome it. Okay. But the Eight of Wands, man, yeah, I mean, I feel like, this is someone coming back and still not necessarily changing their behavior. I definitely feel that for a lot of you guys, this is a person coming back into your life, but I don't like their energy. I still don't like the fact that it feels like there's not enough love there. It feels more so dependent on you for validation in some kind of way. Maybe they need you for money or something like that. I don't know. But I don't like the Eight of Wands in the reverse, but it is upright. So let's talk about it being upright. It being upright is eventually, like I said before, you being able to overcome some difficulties. You are suffering from low self-esteem or self-esteem issues. Let me not say low self-esteem. I say that, you guys go in on me on the comment section. You guys have been suffering with self-esteem issues because life has not been progressing the way that you want to. Okay. You do not feel majestic. You don't feel like the king of the jungle. You don't feel like the lioness You are not, because there's something incomplete about your home, about your life. And again, I see a lot of sadness. I see a lot of praying, but I do hear someone saying, "Why me?" Okay, that's what I see. But you have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is saying there you're going to be going towards that moment of celebratory energy or celebration because you are going to overcome something here that you are experiencing. I definitely feel like it could have happened. This could have happened. Maybe a water sign, an air sign, or a Leo could have done this to you. But I do see a lot of heartbreak and disappointment. This is for Taurus. You got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Remember, it is upright. I don't like it. There's somebody from your past that's coming back up in here. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, the Knight of Cups to me, like I said before, it is an offer. It is someone coming in, but it is not, you know, it is not, you're not going to get what you think you're going to get from this. This is also what happens with job offers. You guys get a job offer and you're like, yes, yes, yes. So you got the call, you got the call. And the job is not exactly the way they explained it, or it's not the way that you envisioned it. The job isn't exactly the way you thought it was going to go. So, like I said before, that's that 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. So, you know, it's not saying that you're not making money. You don't like the environment. You don't like the people. You don't like the boss. You don't like your coworkers. It's going to be something like that that I feel like you may experience when it comes down to work and career. Will your money get better? Yes. I'm not necessarily seeing horrible money problems, but for some of you, things may have slowed down. It may not, you know, money may be leaving out of your wallet a little bit too fast. But I do see that things will start, you know, leveling out for you much better soon. Okay. So as far as money, I'm not necessarily seeing an issue. I just feel like it is a condition, right? Whether it is your relationship condition, whether it's your health condition, or whether it has something to do with the conditions and environments at work. So that's what I see. But again, you're going to be revisiting things of that nature that you have had challenges with. And like I said before, definitely a person, definitely a person for a lot of you. Some of this, you know, this person may come back up in here and may be a little shocked. Okay. You may be like, damn, I didn't think that you were going to come back up in here. I didn't think that. The way we kind of split ways, the way you kind of like stopped talking to me. Okay. Like I said, that King of Cups kind of came out in a weird way coming after that mask, right? It was like, oh, you know, you saw somebody for who they really were. You didn't think that they were going to be this way, and then they have the nerve to show up at your door. It's like, wow, you got some balls, right? So then I do see it. I do see that there's a retro here, okay, of someone coming back up in here. But again, you know, you do have to pay attention to the words and the actions. And I still feel like there's hidden motives of the reason why they're returning back to you. I'm just telling you, just telling you. Now, we ain't even got to the second row yet. And it's already so much drama in the first row. So let's get to the second row. Let's see what's coming out here. This is for Taurus. This is for Taurus. This is for sure Taurus. There you. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. All right. Okay. All right. I even like what was at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. Ooh. All right. Now, see, this is what we've been reading. Remember, we were reading all that good stuff for Taurus. Still see it. You had a little moment. Mars is doing a little doozy on you. That's okay. That's all right. Let's see. You got your match here in your reading. Ooh, love it. And then, yes, that came out actually in the upright. I will say this reading is really, really good. The only part that I did not like here is the King of Pentacles in reverse. That's the only one I don't like. That's a person that's coming back up in here that ain't loyal. They ain't loyal. They're not supportive of you. Remember, the King of Pentacles is basically saying, it's something that you can see. Like if someone is going to be considerate of you, if someone is going to be loyal to you, if someone is going to be about that, right? That means that it's so obvious, it will be almost as if you can hold it in your hand. There will not be any doubt, right? But this person gave you a lot of doubts about the connection. And you thought that the person did something to you that was just totally out of the ballpark. You're just, how can they do that to me? Why would they do that? Why would they even think about doing that? This is that type of person. And again, it doesn't always have to be relationship. This could be a friendship as well. But this is the person that's going to come back up in here. And so you have a decision to make. Remember, the Four of Swords basically is saying, in this period of respite, in this period where you are able to settle in and to think and to pray, you need to be figuring out what it is that you want. Okay? Because unfortunately, life throws you a lot of curveballs. And so that curveball literally is the Eight of Wands, someone coming back towards you, a situation that you have to face again. And so how is your spirit, how is your spiritual IQ? I mean, I didn't know what else to say, but you guys get it, right? How are you spiritually? How are you emotionally and mentally? Okay. So the universe is giving you the opportunity to actually recover in some of these areas, or it will. Okay. Because you're going to be tested again in some of these areas when it comes down to money, relationships of all kinds, health, or whatever. You will overcome. You have the Empress at the end. Amazing. It is a Venus governed planet. Venus gives you what? Wealth, love, comfortability. So after all the trials that you will experience, you get to the place of peace, of pleasure, of balance, of comfortability. You get to that place, right? And you don't be so at service to someone, because this is what this looks like. It kind of looked like you may have felt that this person, whoever you guys were dealing with, you may have felt that they weren't 100% in it, right? And it's not that you were being a good person to bribe them, but I feel like what happened was that you are naturally giving, and this person took, naturally giving, and they took, right? I think that was the part that hurts the most for some of you guys, because that's what it's basically saying. The Queen of Pentacles will heal people by their energy, by their actions, by their act of kindness. You can heal someone. But if the person that you're dealing with, if their mind is all over the place, their mind is suspended, and there's other things that they are wanting, even other people, nothing you can do will change their mind, because they were not meant to be there anyway. So here, because you know that, the universe is going to do something for you that is absolutely miraculous. And this is where we get to the part of why the Empress is at the end. Now, I said the Empress gives you love, wealth, pleasure, and comfortability. But is that it? No. A lot of you are going to be experiencing long-term spousal energy. And it's not because of the Empress, because I don't say that just because the Empress is sitting there. Baby, I need way more than that. But you got one particular card in your reading that tells me. Out of everything that you've experienced, out of all the things that you've gone through, the universe highly, highly bless you with two different cards here. And so this is the reason why the Ace of Wands is showing up hitting the Four of Swords. Because where at one moment you're in your bed crying, asking God why, the next moment you're like, let's go. Woo! Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands. It doesn't matter that this is in reverse. We said it was in the upright. Now they're talking to each other, because you have two people here that are on the same page. Boom. You didn't even see it. I saw it. You have found someone that is on your level. You've been dealing with people who haven't though. And some of you may go through a few little knuckleheads before you actually get to that person, but they will come. And that's when you have that woosah moment that finally you found the one. Finally, your money is good. You are at peace. You actually have something grounded and stable. Some of you guys can have children with this person. It is fertile ground, which things could actually grow in. But you got to get rid of the fakes. including you, right? Including you. You got to get rid of the fakes. And a lot of you have been blinded by love, blinded by attraction, blinded by whatever, right? That's what you've been blinded by. But I totally see here that you guys were entertaining someone and they just knew somebody else was their partner. They just knew. They're just like, I like this person that looked like this, and this. And you didn't look nothing like that. You didn't act nothing like that. You didn't even have this type of profession. You weren't that tall. You didn't live in that city, right? Like this is where this person's mind was, and it was intentional because the universe says that person wasn't meant for you anyway. And then you met your match, came out in the same reading, and look at what's sitting in the middle of it: the Ace of Wands. Crazy. So for those who are feeling like, in this place of why me, and your self-esteem has been affected, watch and see what the universe is going to do for you. All of this is about personal growth. That used to be a twig at one point. Okay. This wasn't a rod. This was a little twig. So now you've grown through personal development, through self-reflection, all of those things. You have grown, and now you're able to attract the right one. Now let's get Taurus. Let's get Taurus reading for the next 2 days. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Taurus. Let's get Taurus next 2 days. Oh, okay. You are definitely not trying to come out, Taurus, next 2 days. Okay. Oh, all right. That's why you guys were trying to get through. Oh, look at this. Oh, you guys got the 9 of Cups. Let's see. You guys have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. This doesn't really matter. This is always upright, especially with the last 3. You got the Knight of Pentacles. I'll just tell you that in a minute what this means. And you have the 9 of Swords. Makes so much sense. The reason why that 3 of Pentacles is in reverse, though, makes so much sense. A lot of you, you haven't been able to get anything done. Like, it's in your head, it's in your mind. You've been thinking about it. I mean, have you been planning it? Maybe a little bit, but you haven't really got things done. And and I feel like what's really going to happen is that there's going to be something that's going to happen over the course of this month. I really do feel where you're like, you know what? Let me just stop procrastinating. Let me actually get up and like clean my closets. Let me get up and like throw this away and start working on this project, or let me just like energetically release whatever I need to release. And that's what you're going to do. Even if it's regret, even if it's sadness, even if it's just rejection or whatever it is that you feel, you guys are going to be able to do that. Okay. But it comes with a certain sense of anxiety because for a lot of you, you put so much time and effort into something that just wasn't working. And so you have to come to terms with the fact that something isn't what it is. Because some of you feel foolish. Here you are with the mask, and then you ended it with the 9 of Swords. These two are talking to each other. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe that. Yeah, I can't believe it. Can't believe that this happened. Like this person put a wool over my eyes, and I didn't see it. It doesn't have to be the person put a wool over your eyes. It could be just due to the fact that they were not who you thought they were, and you feel some kind of way. The old way of saying salty, right? But it was for your own best good because you got the 9 of Cups here. That's exactly how it's supposed to happen. I tell people this in readings and they get upset. I'd be like, oh no, that was supposed to happen that way. What? No, it was. It was supposed to happen that way. Because you can't get to your 9 of Cups if you're still being fooled by the mask. If you're still being fooled by this person who obviously needs you in some kind of way, even if it's just for attention or again, Queen of Pentacles says you were at service to them for something. They needed you for something, whether it was money, attention, emotion, nurturing, something. You gave them something, even if it was for a short period of time. This is you, regardless of who you're with. And that is what you take pride in. And so the universe is going to bless you because of that. That is how you look at, disappointments. Okay. So this is what I see over the next, of course it's going to stretch out, but I would say over the next few days for you guys to get moving, get a little bit more motivated. Okay. Start reflecting more so on your personal evolution. Okay. And the things that you guys are wanting for yourself. That's what I see you guys doing. Even if it's journaling, that's what I see. Taurus, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're interested in